everybody. So we are going to be your Chill Trailblazers or your campus tour guides today. Before we get you guys out on tour, we do want to introduce ourselves. So my name is Kendrick Carter. I'm a sophomore sociology major with a criminology concentration, and I'm from Minden, Louisiana.
Hey y'all, my name is Derek Tompkins. I'm a sophomore intelligence and national security major with a minor in computer science from El Dorado, Arkansas. So y'all can follow us. So currently we are standing outside of Baxley Hall. This is home to our Office of Admissions and Merit Awards, Student Accounts, Financial Aid, Registrar's Office, Graduate Studies Office, as well as our CNO card office. If you're unfamiliar with the CNO phrase it stands for Coastal is number one because we are number one. So the CNO card office is going to be where you go to if you ever misplace your CNO card, which is going to be your campus ID. However, it's very important that you do not lose your CNO card because it does give you access to your residence hall so you can sleep at night, gives you access to your meal plan so you can eat during the day. It also gives you access to a number of things on campus, which I will be discussing today throughout this video.
Alright, so right over here we do have our Department of Public Safety here at Coastal. We do employ over 105 uniformed police officers that are patrolling campus 24/7 in their golf carts, bicycles, on foot, and even in their Chanticleer police cars. Also here on campus is another initiative for our pedestrian safety. Here on campus we do have all of our parking located on the exterior so that students have the ability to walk around campus in the middle without having to worry about that traffic interfering with any of that there. We do also have over 138 emergency call boxes scattered all throughout our campus here. Also with these call boxes, it's really great. If there was ever an emergency situation, you immediately push the button in the very center of those and you're immediately contacted with a dispatcher. Under 60 seconds, we can have 4 officers to any location anywhere on our campus, so we do have a great response rate with that. Another thing here on campus is that we do have tag trackers at all of our entrances and exits, so if someone enters campus and they have a warrant, public safety is immediately notified so they can get that person off of our campus. Another thing that we do utilize is going to be our CCU text alert. So if there was an emergency happening on campus, they would immediately give you a text message letting you know exactly what's happening, what they want you to do, and what they're going to do to fix the issue. The great thing about this is parents, students, grandparents, everyone in the family can sign up so that way they can be in the loop and in the know with what's going on here on campus. Another thing here on campus, especially involving our public safety, will be our parking passes here for students. Our parking passes are going to be only $75 for the entire year, and this is going to be great because freshman students can have their cars here on campus as well. Directly over to my right side, it'll be your left side. So over here we do have our Department of Health Services. So with health services, it is really nice because they are going to be pretty much our urgent care here on campus. They do have professional staff here employed that are going to be there to help diagnose, as well as do immunizations, physicals, and different things to aid you as a student. Also inside here, we do have prescription pickup through Walgreens. So it's a nice service that we do offer. Students don't have to leave campus to get their prescriptions. They can come right here to health services and they can get those for them. Another nice thing is going to be that we do have a 24-hour call nurse hotline. So if it's any time throughout the night, during the day, you can always call them up and they can give you the best medical advice. And then if for some reason you had to go away from campus for that treatment, we do have Conway Medical Center located a half a mile down the road from our campus. Also, if that need was to arise, public safety can always transport you there through our Safe Transport program, in which anytime you needed safe transport, they could come pick you up and take you anywhere across our campus. Also inside of our health services will be counseling services. So counseling services is going to be free of charge to all students, and we do offer a broad array of these services strictly for our students.
Currently, I am standing in Spadoni Park. This is a great gathering place for students. You'll see students out here in between classes, just relaxing, working on homework. We are Wi-Fi friendly, so there is Wi-Fi on every square foot of campus, so you don't have to be inside to doing homework. You can be outside on a nice, beautiful day like this doing your homework. And then directly behind me, we do have Wheelwright Auditorium as our second largest indoor venue on campus. We have student-run plays, concerts, talent shows, even pageants that go on in there. And we also have our very own recording studio upstairs, so if you ever want to drop a mixtape, that's the place to do it. To my right is going to be Graham Bell Tower. Graham Bell Tower is built back in 2004 on our 50th year anniversary, and actually right next to it we placed a time capsule which will be open in 2054, where all of our students and alumni will be invited to see the reveal of that. And then even further over there, we do have our main shuttle stop. So we have shuttles that run daily from main campus to University Place, which is upperclassmen housing, Walmart, the Coastal Science Center, Human Resources, and over long breaks such as Thanksgiving break, end of semester, and spring break, they will actually transport students to the Myrtle Beach Airport and the Florence train station. So if you want to go home and visit your parents, you can get a quick flight out, or if you're going to Cancun for spring break, you can catch a ride there.
Alright, so welcome here to our Liv Jackson Student Union. Inside this building, we do have a lot of different resources that students can use on their day-to-day activities and throughout their daily lives as a student. One of those resources is actually going to be directly through the glass doors right back here. So that's actually going to be Champ 411. It's going to be an information service here on our campus that students can utilize for any type of different questions that they have about anything related to the university. They can also use this as not only students, but any parents that have these questions as well. They can definitely utilize this service. Another great thing through Champ 411 is that if they're going to get you those answers, they can normally get that for you in under 5 minutes. If not, they can normally refer you to somebody that has that direct answer for you. Also inside of here on the other side of our Champ 411 desk is going to be our Cino Grill. So the Cino Grill is going to be a dining option here on campus. Inside they will accept your meal plan, but all the different areas inside are going to include a salad and soup bar. We have a sushi option inside. We also have sandwich grab and go options. We do have what's fun in the pretty corner there. It's going to be queso corner. It's going to be really nice. You can get tacos, burritos, you can get quesadillas. Right next to that you have our Grill Works, which will be burgers and fries. You can also do curly fry Monday. You can do onion ring Wednesdays. And then right next door to that will be our Dressings, which is going to be a healthier dining option here inside of the grill. With this, you can expect things like rice bowls, smoothies, flatbreads. And then in the far back right corner as well, we do also have a Chick-fil-A, which is offered here in our Cino Grill. Next up, I do want to point out the flags that are flying right here above me. So with these flags here, the ones that hang all throughout our student union are going to represent our international reach here at the university. So it's really nice. We do have 61 flags that will be flying here in our student union. This is going to represent all the different countries that we have relations with, and this is going to be really beneficial to our study abroad office or our Center for Global Engagement here on campus. With this office, they actually have great opportunities for students to study abroad all across the globe. The good thing with this is you don't have to study specific to your major, and also while you're studying abroad, you actually get to pay in-state tuition while you're studying here at Coastal. Alright, so we're now inside of our Coastal game room here at the university. So inside here we do have a lot of different ways for students to kind of relax, unwind, and just enjoy themselves here on campus. We do have multiple different game consoles from Xbox, PlayStation, we have Wii U, we also have a Nintendo Switch here at the university as well that students can utilize here inside. We also have all sorts of different games on tables. So we also have our pool tables back behind us, our ping pong. We also have foosball, we have air hockey, we even have arcade machines over in the far right corner as well. So there are a lot of different ways in here for students to enjoy themselves and all the activities that are utilized. The only thing with these equipment, or any of this equipment, is actually going to be you'll be able to rent it with your Cino card. You just won't ever be able to actually leave the game room with that equipment. Alright, so we're now inside of our Coastal Theater here inside of the Liv Jackson Student Union. So inside of here, this is going to be a fully functioning movie theater. We have showings every Friday and Saturday night at 6 and 9 p.m. So with this area, it is also going to be really nice because it's not going to be really expensive for you as a student. You can actually utilize your Cino card that we talked about earlier. And with that Cino card, you would swipe in, you get to get your movie for $2, and you get a free popcorn to go along with it. And then if you pay an additional $1, you can actually get a drink to go along. So, all together, $6 and you have a cheap date. So it's really nice though, you do have these opportunities here at the university to kind of have these areas to have fun. A couple other areas here, specifically inside the building, we do also have our relaxation lounge. So this lounge was designed for commuter students here at the university, but we've kind of tailored it now to all students here at Coastal. The good thing about this is you can go inside and enjoy the free relaxation massage chairs. You can go inside and utilize the outlets that are all around the room when charging your electronic devices. Also here, directly across the hallway, we do also have what's called our pod market. So with the pod market, it's pretty much our on-campus convenience store. We just don't have the gas to go along with that. But we do have over-the-counter medicines. We have all sorts of toiletry items. We have snacks, drinks, all sorts of stuff, even down to skateboards that you can actually purchase all of these items with your meal plan. Another thing here inside of the building will be our student life office. So with the student life office, that's going to be in charge of all of our 160 clubs and organizations that we do offer here at the university, as well as our fraternity and sorority life, as well as our club and intramural games, as well as those teams. With this office, we do also have right next door to it our Cino bank, or our Cino pantry. With this, it is our on-campus food bank, and there's no questions asked here. And this initiative is going to be through our Live Well office, which is pretty much going to have a lot of great services offered to students, and they do a lot of the same things that our counseling services does, but on a peer level. Another thing here inside of the building, we do also have our intercultural and inclusion student services. So with this office, they're going to be here on campus promoting diversity as well as inclusion through a lot of different clubs and organizations we offer. So we do offer our African American Initiative for Men. We also have our Women of Color, our Pride Initiative. We also do offer our SNAP Mentoring Program and our Leadership Challenge. Alright, so a couple other offices here inside of the building. One will be our Student Veterans Association office. So this is going to be where students can go that are prior to serve in the military, or students that are going to be dependents of veterans to get those benefits that they're looking for here at the university. Another office that we do offer inside will be our source office. So this is our student organization resource center that different clubs and organizations can utilize to ensure they're getting their mail done. They can make buttons here for their different club events and also make posters and print different items. Also here inside, we do have our career services. So this office is going to be here for students to get jobs on and off campus, also for internship opportunities. The good thing about this is it is going to be a nice service that students can have throughout their entire life, not just while they're here at Coastal. We do like to say this because once you're a student at Coastal, you're always a student at Coastal. You're always going to be a part of our Teal Nation family here at the university, and this is the same all through those services, including that career services.
Alright, so some of the stuff that our library does offer, we do have 2 circulation desks that as long as the library is open, there will always be someone at these desks, and you can rent out equipment such as laptops, cameras. You've got your phone charger at home, you can rent one of those out. You can rent out headphones, markers to the whiteboards, many different things you can rent out here. The circulation desk will always have someone at it as long as the library is open. Our library is open 24/5, so Sunday through Thursday it will be open 24 hours, and then Friday and Saturday night it will close at midnight and then reopen at 7 a.m. the following day. We also have printing services, so if you ever need to print something out for an assignment, we do have black and white printing, which costs 5 cents, colored pages, which costs 35 cents. But we do have an online service called Moodle, where a lot of professors have you turn in information and assignments online, so you really don't even have to worry about coming to the library to print something out. And a lot of the newer freshman residence halls actually have printers in them, so you don't even have to worry about coming across campus to go to the library to print something out. As you can see over there, we do have our very own Starbucks on campus. That does work with your meal plan as well, and they do accept gift cards. One of the odd things you might be able to notice about our library is that you don't actually see any books down here. So all of our books, DVDs, and journals are upstairs. We have over 150,000 of them, but you can consider that number even larger because we are part of the Pascal program, which is the partnership among South Carolina academic libraries. And how that works is if you are looking for a specific book and Coastal does not have it on campus, we can contact another academic library within the state. They'll find the book for you, they'll ship it to Coastal, use it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then ship it back all completely free.
Alright, so we're now standing outside of Kearns Hall, which is going to be home to the HTC Honors College and Center for Interdisciplinary Studies. So pretty much breaking that down there, we do have our Honors College inside. With the Honors College, students do get advanced registration along with their specific advisors for the honors courses that they're taking, and also they do have their very own honors lounge inside strictly for those students. Also inside of this building, we do have our interdisciplinary track. I do like to say personally, it's like Build-A-Bear workshop for your major. You're pulling pieces from all different majors across the board, and you're putting them together to get what you're really looking for out of a major. So with this, you can go very specific, you can go very broad with this, either direction that you're really looking to choose. Another thing inside will be our undecided major program. So with the undecided major, the good thing is you're exposed to a lot of different core areas your first 2 years, so that by the end of your sophomore year, you actually know what major you're looking to go into here at the university. Also inside of this building, we do have our tutoring services that are available for our students. The tutoring services are really nice because in this area here, we have 3 core main areas. So we do have our writing center, our math, and our foreign language all available here inside. With these, it's really nice because you're sitting down with your peers that have excelled in these areas. They're coaching you through the best way to go about this, and professors actually receive an email stating that you came in and exactly what you worked on. So a lot of times professors are even known to give extra credit for participating and getting that help in their classes. Another thing here inside of the building will be our English Language Center. So this is a really great way for us to help other students that are coming here globally and internationally to the university to adapt and overcome the different things that they may see and different ways for them to get acclimated to our campus. Also inside in the back right corner, we do have our IT services here at Coastal. So with these, it is really nice because this service is going to be cool because student employees are working along with the different electronic devices, no matter what it's going to be, whether it's your cell phone, laptop, you can always take that to them and they can diagnose and also work on your computer practically free of charge. You only ever have to pay for the part that's actually going to be replaced. So we're standing outside of our Lackey Chapel. It's going to be a non-denominational church here on our campus. They do have weekly services as well as activities that are all going to be posted earlier in the week so you know exactly what's going on throughout the different days as you go throughout your week as a student. Also here, if you go further down the road, we will have our Hackler golf course. It is a fully functioning 18-hole golf course that parents and students get discounted rates at. It's also really nice down there having that on our campus as an aid to our PGA, PGM students here at the university so that we can get that hands-on experience through the golf program. We do also offer a Hackler grill down there where you can get different types of food and utilize that meal plan. And then we do also have our pro shop down there as well, where you can get a little bit more coastal gear, and you can also get anything embroidered here at the university for only $5. The building right behind me is going to be our Singleton Building. So it's actually our first building here on campus in 1963. So the cool thing is that with this building, we started out here with just over 100 students in attendance, and we've grown now to over 10,600. But before this building actually became home to those students, we did start out at local high schools when we were first founded in 1954. Now this building is going to be home to our Office of the President, the Provost, and also our 300-seat grand ballroom where different events occur throughout our school year. So the building right here next to us is going to be the Williams-Brice building. So this building is going to be home to the exercise, sports, science majors here at the university. Also inside is going to be 3 basketball court gyms and also a half-size Olympic swimming pool. As long as no athletic team is actively using those, any student has free range to utilizing those facilities for those specific students and their different clubs and organizations. Also inside of this building, we do offer what is called PALS classes. So PALS classes are going to be physically active living skills. These are pretty much going to be your college PE credits here at Coastal. You're going to take these classes for a half semester, you get a full credit for them, and you get to take some pretty neat ones. So you get to take scuba diving, surfboarding, you can take even online walking if that's something that literally is going to be suited for you. You can always do that and get that easy A for those classes there. Directly behind me on the other side, though, is going to be Chauncey's Choice. So Chauncey's Choice is going to be the healthiest dining option here on campus. With that, there are no fried foods, no sodas, no sweets. They do, however, have a yogurt bar inside as well as a smoothie bar. It is going to be a buffet location that was dedicated strictly to athletes in the beginning. But we've now got all students able to go there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So here we are at our TD Sports Complex. So some of the stadiums we have here, we have our softball stadium, we have a few tennis courts, we have our Springbrook Stadium, which is going to be our baseball stadium. That was built back in 2015, and actually immediately the year after, we won the College World Series championship. So Sean's up to that. We love to brag about it, and we're not going to let people forget about it. We also have our Brooks Stadium, which is going to be our football stadium. In 2011, we actually received teal turf. We like to call it our surf turf, and we're actually the only field in the nation to have teal turf, which is really cool. We also just upgraded our stadium, so we've doubled seats. So we jumped from a little bit over 10,000 seats, and we now have over a little bit of 20,000 seats. So starting in this year, actually, we'll be hosting the Myrtle Beach Bowl for the next 5 years. So if you're in the area, come and check it out. We are NCAA Division I. We are in the Sun Belt Conference. We have 19 varsity athletic sports, and our newest one is women's sand volleyball. The courts for those are located right across 501 next to our tennis courts. But if anyone were to ask me personally what my favorite thing about sports is that as a student here at Coastal, I actually get into all the Division I events for free. So all the football, softball, volleyball, basketball games, I get into all of them for free as a student, and there are meal plan options there as well, so I can use just a meal slate and get like some nachos and a water. Alright, so directly behind me is our Prince building, home to our Spadoni College of Education. The majors here are early childhood, elementary, middle level, special, and physical education. We are NK accredited, and this accreditation does mean that post-graduation, you can teach anywhere in the country, including Puerto Rico and Guam. We also have an MAT program, which is the Masters for Arts in Teaching. So how that works is, say you are a biology major or an English major, and you decide you don't want to be in a lab doing research or be an author, you can actually come back, do the MAT program for that additional year, year and a half, and you can be certified to teach high school students whatever you majored in. So you could be a biology teacher for high school students or an English teacher, but that's pretty much how it works. We also have the Chanticleer Center for Child Development and Literacy. This is pretty much a daycare for the coastal community, so they can come and drop off their kids, and then our students can actually go over there and work with the children for experiential learning. We have a few different programs such as Call Me Mister and the Teaching Fellows that work really well for our education majors.
Alright, so out here we do have what is called Prince Lawn. This is going to be the heart of our campus here at Coastal. It is the crossroads between our main academic buildings. So directly in front of me will be our Prince building. Directly behind me we'll have our Wall College of Business. If we were to go to my left, we'll have our Smith Science building. And over to my right, we have our Edwards Humanities and Fine Arts building. In this area, we do have a lot of different things that occur throughout our year. It'll be pretty great ways for students to get involved and have fun here on campus. One of those will be our organization kickoff day. It happens out here on this lawn. All 168 of our clubs and organizations come out here. They set up tables, booths, and getting involved, showing students the different things that they can get involved in as students and as part of the community here at Coastal. The really nice thing is there's tons of different clubs and opportunities for students depending depending on your major, whatever different hobbies you have. Some of the ones I'm involved in myself is going to actually be the Chill Trailblazers. That's the reason I'm giving you this tour here today, and also the Coastal Criminal Justice Club. A couple other things here on campus, the really great thing about it is you can actually create your own club. So if there's something that we don't have that you're really interested in doing, you and 9 other members can get together with the faculty advisor and you have your very own club. As long as it has the common purpose of bringing students together, you can pretty much create the club that you're looking for. Out here we do also have 2 farmers markets per semester, along with a relaxation festival in our fall semester. Another thing that occurs out here is going to be what's called Casino Day. So Casino Day is going to be a big day dedicated strictly to our students having fun and being able to enjoy themselves. So this day is going to be the last Friday before our finals. Big fair rides are happening out here. You have the fried Oreos, the funnel cakes, all the good foods like that. And you also have access to all the different stuff as far as free t-shirts, buttons, fanny packs, and all of this will be free of charge to the students on this day. Another thing I do want to point out is going to be directly behind me. We do have that wall pond out there that students love to walk across and feed our turtles. And then we do also have a spot right out here over to my right side where our road rooster can set up. That is actually going to be our on-campus food truck. It's all around campus, giving students the different options throughout the week.
Alright, so directly behind me is going to be our Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts. Some of the majors here include our fine arts majors, our musical program, music theater program, our digital culture and design, anthropology, geography, intelligence and national security, and that's just to name a few. So inside this building, we actually have our very own soundproof courtyard. So you'll see a lot of students in there practicing their part for a play or even their part in a musical performance. It's also a great place if you're ever feeling stressed out. You can go in there and scream and you won't bother anyone else in there. We also have a recital hall. We have a black box theater, which puts on smaller theater productions, as well as a art gallery for students to display their artwork for other students and teachers to see.
Alright, so we're currently outside of Brittain Hall. Brittain's going to be an overflow of our Humanities and Fine Arts College. Inside of here we do have majors along the lines of communication. We also have our foreign languages inside, along with our political science and history. With those foreign languages, here at Coastal, all students are required to take a foreign language. We do have multiple different languages that students can choose from French, Italian, Spanish, and German. We also have new additions such as Arabic. We also have Russian and also Mandarin Chinese. Another thing inside of this building is going to be that we do have 2 different styles of classrooms. We do have a lecture hall on one side, and we also have a standard high school style setup on the other. With that, it is really key to mention and also realize that Coastal does have a 16:1 students faculty ratio, so your average freshman class size is only going to be roughly 27 students. Even in a lecture hall that can hold up to 126, you're never going to see these classrooms filled to their maximum capacity. It's really nice having this small class size because you can get great relations with other classmates and also your professors, who are required to have office hours throughout the week. Another thing with this building in particular is that we do have our WCC radio station located on our 3rd floor. So with this, it's really great for students to get involved. If you're really interested in broadcast, if you want to be on the air, you can definitely check out this radio station that we do have and offer for our students. And lastly, inside of this building on our bottom floor will be Einstein Brothers Bagels, which is going to be a dining option here on campus. With this, there's going to be breakfast foods such as burritos, they have bagels, breakfast sandwiches, also hot chocolates and coffee.
Directly to my right then is going to be Sands Hall, which is going to be our post office on campus. So living in coastal housing, you are actually given a P.O. box with a P.O. box number, and then you can look up on WebAdvisor to find out what that P.O. box number is, as well as the combination to get in there. And one of the great things about it is that you can also receive packages through this P.O. box, and when you do get a package, Coastal will email you, letting you know about the package, so that you don't have to keep coming here every day wondering if it's arrived yet.
Alright, so we're currently standing inside of our HTC Student Recreation and Convocation Center. So a portion of that is going to be the Convocation Center. So directly behind me is going to be our HTC Arena, which is going to be home to our Division I basketball and women's volleyball. Inside of here, we do also have our graduation ceremony, our freshman convocation, along with a couple of concerts that have happened throughout the years from artists such as Darius Rucker, Philip Phillips, and they're going to be here in our arena showing those students great times here at Coastal. Another thing inside of here with those athletics, we do want to go ahead and point out our mascot, Chauncey the Chanticleer. So Chauncey is going to be a fairy tale character from the book Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. With this, it is really nice having Chauncey as our mascot because it's really unique. Although we started off as a part of USC, we were able to break free and take our own crafty path with that approach to a mascot. With this, we do also have the colors of teal and bronze. So teal is going to stand for the water, bronze is going to stand for the shore. And if you've ever been to an athletic event, you can see our actual live shot So with the bookstore, you can buy or rent new or used textbooks, and you can even purchase ebooks. We are partnered through Barnes & Noble, so we can price match with third-party vendors such as Amazon.
Alright, so currently we are in our student recreation facility, as you can see. We are actually on the second floor currently, so up here we have all of our state-of-the-art weightlifting equipment as well as our cardio equipment. And all of our cardio equipment does have TV touchscreens. And I just recently found out that you can actually log into your Netflix on them, so while you're burning calories, you can binge watch the latest season of Stranger Things if you want. We also have an indoor track upstairs, which is 1/9 of a mile. And then if you go downstairs, right behind me, we actually have our 38-foot rock climbing wall, which is free for students to use. We also have ping pong tables downstairs as well as fitness classes. So some fitness classes, for example, we have spin classes, yoga, Zumba, Pilates, anything like that. And we're also famous for our Bachelor spin class. So if you want to watch The Bachelor Monday night while burning some calories, you can do that. So then right across from our gym, once you have that nice, good workout, you can actually go over and ruin your workout with a pie from Pie by Night. And that's not going to be like an apple pie, that's going to be pizza pie. So you can get pizza, breadsticks, wings, smoothies. And one of the best things about that is that it will deliver to your residence hall on campus if you ask them to. Here in our HTC facility, we also have our outdoor recreation facility where you can rent out camping equipment such as canoes, kayaks, tents, and other stuff like that. And we also have our Coastal Cyclist program where you can rent out a bike for free, and they will also give you a helmet and bike lock with that as well.
So we're currently standing outside of Hicks Dining Hall. So this is going to be our main dining hall here on campus because it is centrally located between all of our freshman residence halls. So inside, Hicks is going to be open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. during the regular week, and from Thursday to Sunday, they also open back up during the nighttime as well from 10 p.m. to midnight. Another thing with Hicks is it is going to be a buffet option here on campus. So once you go inside, there are going to be tons of different options from international, pizza, pasta. We also have a soup and salad bar, our saute, home zone, our American grill, deli, bakery, and we do also have an ice cream machine that does work more than McDonald's. Also inside of here, it is going to be really nice because we do have different days and nights. So we have Fried Chicken Friday every Friday, and then we do also have a steak and shrimp night once every semester. So also what I want to do is going to be talking about a little bit of meal plans. So with our meal plans, we do have different options along with those. We have meal swipes, dining dollars, and also Cino Cash. So with the meal swipe, at any location that has a Chauncey on the front of it, you can use your Cino card, do it swipe once, and you can go inside for buffet access. If anywhere that's named grill, you'd be able to use your meal swipe to swipe once, you get an entree, a side, and a drink. With our dining dollars, this is pretty much going to be the same as using your debit or credit card. It has a set amount of money on it. When you swipe, it takes that dollar amount off. So this would be great for any type of franchise location we have on campus, from Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and even Einstein Brothers Bagels. We do also have that Cino Cash as well. With that Cino Cash, it's money that's added onto that meal plan extra. So if you want to add a little bit extra on there for other things, you can definitely utilize that. But that Cino Cash can be utilized anywhere on our main campus, as well as a couple off-campus locations as well, such as Chili's, Moe's, El Patio, and even Jimmy John's will accept this Cino Cash. So another thing is going to be that our different meal plans, we do have them for different classes. So freshman students do have access to 3 main meal plans, and then once you go to sophomore year, you have an additional plan that opens up to you, as well as those 3 additional ones. Another thing is going to be that once you're a commuter student, you also have access to 3 other plans. So in total here at Coastal, there's 7 plans to choose from throughout your 4 years here as a student.
So currently we are standing in front of all of our newer freshman residence halls, but before we get to these, I'm going to start off talking about Eaglin and Ingle Hall. So there are 3 different options in there. The first option is going to be a triple occupancy that's going to have a Jack and Jill style bathroom, or a Jack and Jill as I like to call it, because you'll never share a bathroom or a room with someone of the opposite sex, but someone across the hall from you might be of the opposite sex, so we are co-ed in that way. So then that bathroom connects to a double occupancy, and then that bathroom is going to have a double vanity sink, a shower, and a toilet. And then the last option in these 2 buildings is going to be our quad style. And how that works is you're going to have a common living area with a couch in it, then every student has their own individual room, and then a bathroom that all 4 people will share with their with a shower, toilet, and a double vanity sink. Then you have the Woods Residence Hall style, which is going to be the same as the quad. The only difference is that they have a kitchenette with a refrigerator, sink, cabinets in it, as well as a countertop area. And then now we have our community style living right behind me. We have Tradition Hall. To my left we have Chanticleer Hall. To my right is Teal Hall, as well as Pat Singleton Young Hall. This is community style living, so it's going to be 10 people, so 5 rooms of double occupancy rooms, and then a bathroom that has 2 showers, 2 toilets, and then a triple vanity sink with custodian staff that comes by bi-weekly to sanitize the bathroom as well as replace with toilet paper. There is cable and internet as well as Ethernet, so Ethernet and Wi-Fi in each of the rooms for all the students. There are group study rooms as well as lounges in all the buildings. And there is also central heat and air, but for more information about our residence halls and housing, you can click the link in the description below.
We're currently standing outside of our Wall College of Business. So with our Wall College, we do have different majors inside. We have our finance, we have our economics, accounting. We also do have marketing management and hospitality resort tourism management. Also inside, we have currently added a new minor called our real estate and economic development. So with this, it's really great because we do also have our Grant Center for Real Estate and Economic Development that exposes students to not only local, but also national and global areas of their studies. Also inside of this building, we do have a stock slab on the bottom floor that is going to be beneficial for those students. You can see those rolling stocks around the edge of the room and also the time clocks on the back of the wall. Another great thing about our Wall College of Business is that it is going to be home to our PGA PGM program here at the university. We are one of only 18 schools in the United States that has this program, and we also have a golf course on campus that complements that really well. Another thing with our Wall College will be our Wall Fellows program. So with the Wall Fellows, it is going to be a really prestigious organization here on campus that students can start getting involved in as soon as their sophomore year through the application process, in which they undergo a lot of different applications, a lot of different interviews to make sure that they are the great candidates for these positions, to get these great internships as well as great job opportunities upon graduation. So we're currently standing on the 3rd floor of our academic offices and classroom building number 2. This area out here is a great place for students to come out and study outdoors or also hang out with friends and have lunch throughout the day. Another thing with this building is the majors that we'll have inside are going to be our recreation sports management, our sociology department, our computing sciences, our religious studies, and also our philosophy offices. Inside of here, we do have a couple of cool things. One is going to be that our bottom floor does house our computer servers for the building. So with this, students can go down there and get hands-on learning with these different servers. We do also have what's called a maker's lab inside of this building, so students actually get hands-on learning through the different computing science areas, and just as a space for them to kind of get away from the other distraction, or just to kind of be with other computing science majors. Another thing in this building is that we do have another one of our pod markets. So with this pod market here, it is going to be a Pod Express. It does also have, though, Chloe's soft serve fruit, so this is going to be pretty much like having a smoothie, but in frozen yogurt form.
Alright, so we are currently standing in our Gupta College of Science, so there are 3 buildings here. The first one is Spadoni Hall, so the majors here are biology, chemistry, biochem, public health, as well as our nursing 2+2 program. Then we have our Smith building, which is home to our physics, engineering, science, statistics, psychology, as well as mathematics. Then we also have our Science Annex 2 building, which is home to our marine science program, which is our largest program here at Coastal by number of students. This is also the only program where you get your doctorate degree here at Coastal. But a few of the amenities that we have here in our buildings, we have genetics labs, physics labs, we have freshwater and saltwater labs, as well as an outdoor dissection lab for students. And then we also have our very own private island called Wadey's Island, used as a research island for our marine science program.
Thank you again for coming on tour of Coastal. We hope you really enjoyed it today. If you do have any additional questions or just need any additional information, always feel free to reach out to our Office of Admissions and Merit Award here at Coastal Carolina University.
And there is more information in the description below, but we do hope to see you soon.